Hare Krishna, Namaste, Chapter 17, which is entitled as Shraddha-traya-vibhāga-yoga, the three types of faith. Sloka 14. Deva-dvija-guru-prājña, pūjanaṁ śaucam ārjavam, brahmacaryam ahiṁsā śārīraṁ tapa ucyate. So far, we have learned the Shraddha classified under three gunas. Then we learned about the food that are classified under three gunas. Then we went on learning about the yajna, which classified under three gunas. Now, next in the sequence is tapas, the austerity, which falls under three gunas, sattva, rajas and tamas. Before that, Krishna in 14th, 15th and 16th slokas speaks about tapas, the austerity of body, speech and mind. So let's learn about what it means by austerity of body from this sloka. Let's learn the meaning of the sloka. Deva, the gods. Dvija, the brahmanas. Brahmanas are called dvija because they are twice born. First birth of their body from their mother. Second birth is to their knowledge, jnana, that is through their guru. Therefore they are twice born, called dvija. Anything that's born twice are called dvija. Even our tooth are called dvija because toddler gets their teeth and that teeth falls off, and as they grow they get another teeth. Therefore it is also called dvija. But in this context it is brahmanas, not the tooth. Guru, the spiritual master, prājña, and other worshipable enlightened personalities. Pūjanaṁ, the worship of śaucam, cleanliness. In other words, oblations in sacred waters, holy rivers. Ārjavam, simplicity or uprightness, thinking and action are properly aligned. Brahmacaryam, celibacy or not lusting after women. Ahiṁsā, nonviolence, not hurting any being. śārīraṁ, performed with the body. Tapa, austerity, ucyate, is said to be. Translation: austerity of the body consists in worship of the Supreme Lord, the brahmanas, the spiritual master, and superiors like the father and mother, and in cleanliness, simplicity, celibacy and non-violence. Deva-dvija-guru-prājña pūjanaṁ, offering proper worship, respects to gods, brahmanas, gurus, learned scholars, parents, elders, superiors. Showing respect and doing necessary courtesies to the gods, brahmanas, acharyas and other respectable person is very much instructed in the scriptures. Mahabharata says that if a brahmana, a cow, a ashwatha tree or a fire nearby, one should circumambulate them. In Gautama Dharma Shastra, it is said, a glorified place, auspicious place, a temple, or a junction which connects four streets, one must offer their respects, at least with folded palms. In Ayodhya Kanda of Ramayana, it is said that on seeing the sage Vasishtha enter, all the persons in the assembly got up from their seat as a mark of respect. Manusmriti says urdum prānahi utkramanti. That is, when a respectable person approaching us, the pranavayu within us raise up. Therefore, we should also raise up. If we don't raise up, the pranavayu will depart and we'll be dead. The message is that we must give due respect to elders, seniors, learned one, sages, guru, devas, parents, etc. Whom should be given respect is not based on if they have a grey hair, if they are greater by age, if they are a wealthy person, if they are born in a great family. None of these things become the criteria. Even if a person does not fall into any of those listed category, but has well studied the scriptures, the Vedas and its subparts, and has learned the meaning from it, then that person commands due respect. One must offer proper worship and respect to such person. As we see, this is a tapas, austerity, one of the austerity done through one's body. We see sometimes even among devotees, they fail to get up to show their due respect to their seniors. While the seniors standing, they sit and converse. Also we notice sometimes devotees converse by sitting on a chair or a couch by placing one leg over the other. This is very disrespectful. Also there are leg bouncers. They keep shaking their leg. Therefore one should be very conscious and cautious when they are around people, especially around those who are in the position to be worshipped, respected, honored. Deva-dvija-guru-prājña pūjanaṁ. Next is śaucam, cleanliness. This we already learnt in the 16th chapter, verse 3. Tejaha kshama dhritihi śaucam. It was the 24th element or character of a person who is divine by nature. Please refer to 16th chapter, Sloka 1 through 3, part 4. Here, one thing to be understood, śaucam does not mean purity. Purity is a result of the austerity, and it is not austerity in itself. Śaucam also means ablutions in holy water. Holy waters like Ganga, Gandaki, Narmada, Kaveri, Yamuna, Saraswati, Tungabhadra, and many. Therefore, one must try to visit these holy waters and dip in them with due respect. Sometimes we see people go all the way to holy dhams, holy places. They go to the river, but then they miss to perform ablutions in holy water, which generates purity. Ārjavam. Again, this was also covered in 16th chapter, verse 1 through 3, item 9. What it means is being straightforward, avoiding cunning nature, duplicity, but being simple. It is the unification of the mind, speech, and action. All these three has to be united, must be in sync. That is to say, speaking what we really think and doing what one said. One may think that ārjavam seem to be more related to the mind, but then the topic here is about body, the austerity of the body. Well, yes, as the austerity of the body is the topic that we are discussing now, ārjavam is stated to be bodily action in accordance with the mind. That which is thought in the mind done by the body. Therefore, ārjavam is stated here in this sloka. Deva-dvija-guru-prājña pūjanaṁ śaucam ārjavam. That's the first half of the sloka. Now let's understand the second half of the sloka. Brahmacaryam ahiṁsā śārīraṁ tapa ucyate. One loses brahmacaryam if one thinks that she is for my enjoyment. Yoshitsu bhogyata buddhi. This topic we covered in the 6th chapter, verse 13 and 14. Prasannatma vikitabhir brahmachari vrite stitaha. Over there we learned ashtanga maithunam. We learned meaning not that to be practiced. It was shared for our awareness how the brahmacaryam is lost by engaging in 8 different ways with opposite gender. The 8 ways are smaranam, kirtanam, kelihi, prekshanam, guhya bhashanam, sankalpaha, adyavashaya, kriyanishpati. The person constantly thinking about other woman, uttering her name, talking about her time and again, joking with her directly or indirectly, playing with her, casting a glance upon her, talking with her in private, nowadays like sending text messages, etc. Being firmly determined to be with her, to have union with her, putting plans together to meet her, to fulfill one's lusty desire, even at the cost of one's life, and finally fulfilling one's sensual desire. These are called ashtanga maithunam. One thing to be clear here, that this is not just meant for brahmacharis. This is meant for any ashram, whether it's brahmachari, grahastha, vanaprastha, and what to speak of sannyas. Everyone should avoid this ashtanga maithunam. If one falls into any of these, then they lose their brahmacharyam. As we can note, if we get into any one of these, that will gradually pull in the others as well. Rather, if these aspects are directed towards self-knowledge, then it is termed to be brahmacaryam. Brahmacaryam ahiṁsā. The next is ahiṁsā. This was also covered in the 16th chapter, sloka 2. Ahiṁsā satyam akrodha tyaga shantir apaishunam. Also we discuss about ahiṁsā in the 6th chapter, 13 and 14 sloka, part 3. So we won't spend much time on those things which already been covered. So kindly please refer to those audios. In short, ahiṁsā, not hurting other beings through misdeeds such as beating, killing, torturing, etc. To conclude, austerity that are done by body are worshipping the gods, the brahmanas, one's guru, and other enlightened persons, that is deva-dvija-guru-prājña pūjanaṁ. Next is śaucam, bathing in holy waters. Ārjavam, having straightforwardness. One's thought, speech and action are aligned towards dharma. Brahmacaryam, not lusting after women, etc. Well, one point need to be mentioned here is, if one should not lust towards woman, can one lust after a man who's of same gender? That is asuric behavior, which is not recommended in the scriptures. And lastly, ahiṁsā, not hurting any living entities. If one practices these things, then it is said the austerity performed by body. In the next sloka, we will learn the austerities of speech. Deva-dvija-guru-prājña, pūjanaṁ śaucam ārjavam, brahmacaryam ahiṁsā ca, śārīraṁ tapa ucyate. Namaste. Hare Krishna.